it is iYikKam time again, and let's continue on our Os9. Okay. Today I'd like to share with you is on let's drop the internal Wing Chun stuff. The term internal, if you read the history of Chinese martial art in the past 100 years, most of it are marketing terms. It really doesn't mean much. If you look at something which is at 1800 and 1850, those times, they don't talk about internal, they talk about holistic. So the holistic is the 6 core elements if we sum it today. Okay? You have the physical, you have the mind, you have the breathing, the chi flow, the force flow, and momentum. That is a holistic system. Internal has no meaning today. Everybody define their own internal. Okay? And most of it doesn't even count the 6 core elements which exist in 1800. So why do you want that? We don't need that. And sure, once upon a time, somebody is with a good-hearted, good faith, like to bring in the Tai Chi or Xing Yi concept into Wing Chun. And we don't want to make right or wrong of anybody. There is just an era in the past. And right now we need to drop it because it doesn't do good. It creates a lot of messing up actually. So if we want to go for real Chinese martial art system, it is a 6 core element which we sum up. I didn't create that. It is as it is. We just said it in today's language because we have a different educations today, so we be able to say clearly what it is. Okay? So make it simple that way. And with the iYikKam disc, we can actually examine the concept of the so-called internal Wing Chun. Does it work? Okay? And so let me step on the iYikKam disc so we can see what it is. And by the way, the reason why I got this iYikKam disc and to show it to everybody, to share it to everybody, is because what I'm talking about can be checked in the physics lab where you measure force, trajectory, momentum, blah blah blah. But it becomes unrealistic because none of us folk, most of it, unless you're a billionaire, can afford those stuff. So after a lot of searching and after I get a lot of inspirations, we use the disc. It's a very simple thing. It's not more than even 20 US that we can use it to help ourselves, to check ourselves, and to develop ourselves. Okay? So this iYikKam disc, I suggest everybody have it. And again, it is not marketing because I didn't sell it, I didn't make a sense of it, but I would like everybody to test out this Os9 with the iYikKam disc. So you can see for yourself, you can understand what's going on. Okay? Now, let's get to this disc. The first thing, the first myth of the internal Wing Chun we need to discuss is people like to mimic Tai Chi or something soft. And so what happens is that they will do a whole bunch of stuff, movement like this. And they call this soft and internal. Okay? Any type of stuff and they call it soft internal. But you look, you watch their leg. from the hip down, the lower forefoot. They usually stuck in the iYikKam like that. They are iYikKam. I'm not saying they're proper, but the way how they do it, okay, the structure type of stuff. And then they do a whole bunch of soft stuff here. Well, will it work? It doesn't, because this is just waving. Okay, it's like a dance. Or somebody you say, well, internal, and this time you can see the lower forefoot is scattering around. Okay, it's like the whole body is falling apart of this integrity. So because of they think, oh, if I mimic Tai Chi this way, then everything will be good. Everything I will get the magic, and someday my Wing Chun will turn to be superior, or so on, so forth. Well, it doesn't work, because as what we said, it doesn't even follow according to the law of physics and the human nature. The whole body has to be in one piece. So you want to do this. Okay? And you know, this body has to be opened up to do this kind of stuff. And soft is well defined. You have to open up your body before you can be soft. You don't say, oh, be soft, be soft. And as you can see, people talk about soft, their students never get what it is. And everybody is up for their interpretation. And we can define that. Soft meaning every joint has to be open before you can move it. Okay? And when you move it, you see that this, it moves. Okay, do it bigger, accelerate, it moves. So in Xiu Power, you see that, okay? The whole body moves. Not this way. Oh, this is internal. Or this scattering around. Oh, this is internal. Or sometimes they just bump their butt anyway. Oh, this is internal. This is Dantian, moving the Dantian internal. Well, sorry, the whole thing is disintegrated. So that's the first myth of the internal Wing Chun. Okay? You need, if you want to have the full holistic, you have to pass a 6 core element, and you'll be able to handle your body up and down in alignment. The 7 ball is like 7 computer track itself. Okay? So that's internal. The second thing, myth, is people like to say, well, I just have to align my spine. Tai Gong, align my spine, or using my spine power. You know what's it like? That is like you are racing in your car, okay, racing your car at high speed, and you say that, well, I want to tweak my gearbox or my transmission. Guess what will that will happen? That's going to break your whole car and destroy it, because there's momentum involved and so forth. Okay, it's not a slow speed, it's not a demonstration. Okay, same thing, analogy like the willow tree. When the wind blows at the willow don't say, well, I get to align my tree trunk so that I can take this force, fudging and so forth. Those are violating of the law of physics and human body. When the force comes, you need to take it right the way down. The body must not touch it. If the body touch it, deal with it at a certain place at a high speed momentum and the force come in, that part's going to break. So for example, if I latch my lower forefoot and then I try to hold some force coming in, but align my spine will go, okay? And not to mention the spine is very fragile, okay? And there's no spare part of that if you screw it up. And that's why I told people, if you cannot go down to the ground and have to stuck or residue in your body, hysteretic in your body, hysteris in your body, you're dead. Because that part where your body had to take it will break as soon as the coming momentum or force is bigger than that. So if you use this, okay, try it. Just monkey around a little bit, twisting around. You see how much your spine can take before it twisted the back or pull the muscle or create even more damage. And I don't suggest you guys do that because you guys know, okay? If it's not going to the ground, the body is not light, it's stuck it somewhere, you're going to damage that place seriously. So I like to warn you guys, never do this kind of stunt, especially thinking, oh, I can tai gong, I can do this and mess around with the spine and do that, okay? If it doesn't going down to the ground, forget about it, okay? If the force doesn't come going down to the ground, forget about it. Don't think, oh, I have used my spine power. Those are not cheap. Those are not even meet the requirement of physics, according to the physics of human nature. So this is the second thing, okay? There's no gym there. It is just, you can demo and make believe, but the law of physics, law of human body will not let you do that. Second. The third one is, somehow somebody have this idea, like a Tai Chi or anything. The force come, I yield, and then I return. You know what? You must be kidding if you think that way. If you yield like this, guess what? First, you lose your timing and you lose your momentum. Second, every action force has a reaction force. You yield this way, you generate a force yourself, action force to yielding. You get to deal with your own reaction force. So there's two count in the momentum play you lose. One, you lose the timing. The second, you dissipate the energy or the force because you generate the action and you have to deal with your action. Okay? So in the real life, for taking Jing, like we talked about the other day, when I took it, right away I spin it off at that moment. So neutral force is not moving away and then come back. When you move away, you cannot come back because its momentum is going to come in and you lose the pickup of your momentum. You lose the accelerations. Okay? So at that point, touching, right away spin down, right away going up. That's it. That's that tiny, miny move. That's why we call ourselves in Wing Chun inch power. We don't do this kind of thing. Okay? Those look good, and those is for actually trying to open up your body. Those are not really momentum handling applications. Okay? So these three are the myth. Drop it because it doesn't do good. And people often ask me, oh, can you handle momentum? Well, if you cannot handle this, you cannot handle this, okay? How can you handle momentum? Okay, so you do this. Okay? Center has to be center, the center axis, and the power has to be taken. Whole body move. Okay? That is the basic human body and physics. Sure, you can have as a sixth element the physical body, the mind, the breathing, the chi force, the force of goes up. But if we cannot even handle the physical body with the law of physics and human body, the rest forget about it. Okay? You cannot learn how, you cannot fly before you know how to crawl. So try on this. Okay? But do it slowly, don't hurt yourself because it doesn't matter what's your name or who or which grandmaster you are. The law of physics and the law of human body nature is not going to give you face. Okay? So this is for today. Drop the term internal Wing Chun. It doesn't make any sense.